morning, good afternoon, and good evening to everybody all around the world. And thank you for joining us for another Left 4 Dead 2 competitive shoutcast. My name is MK. I'll be the solo shoutcaster for today's game. And we have the lovely Vanille on the camera woman. How are you doing today?
I'm great. How about you, MK? Oh
I'm
wait,
doing
they can hear me. Oh wait, no they can. Never mind.
uh, I'm doing fantastic. I just heard that we're getting ready to start the grand finals for the Smurf Party tournament. There will be two maps being played on this, and it will be the Sadboyz versus the Vandals. And we're looking at two custom
I
maps.
think it's just one actually that they're playing right now. Just one and then
Oh,
I
they
think
played
that's
another
it.
time?
Yeah, maybe. So it's
Okay,
just Suicide Blitz right now.
all right, so we'll be seeing one half of the grand finals, and it'll be Suicide Blitz, and it will be neutral server, or
Yeah, neutral.
okay, it'll be a neutral server. So we'll just be getting a few people into the lobby, and we will be getting this game along the way. But we do have an exciting one, as this tournament's been going on for a little bit, and it is now final time. So as soon as we get everybody into this server, we will get this on the way for everybody. So just stay tuned.
I will be right back.
It's okay. How's everybody doing this evening? In chat. Doing quite all right, my friend. Just found out about the tournament finals, and I was excited to be here. Welcome. That question's toward me, Lefty. I'm absolutely not.
Oops, I forgot to fix something. Hold on.
No worries.
Oh god. Oh wait, no. No, it's fine. Never mind.
You know by chance, Vanille, if they're playing the finale?
I don't know. Maybe.
It'll be a surprise to us all.
Yes.
I'm hearing spectators talk. Interesting.
Thanks. I seem to have on this here ledge. Thank you.
Thank you for subscribing.
Oh, nice. Susan with the one with the tier 1 3 months. As we got about 7 people in server, we're just waiting for one more, and we'll get this game along the way. It looks like there's some talk in chat about getting the last person in here. Unfortunately, it's not in the language that I can answer, so my input on that would be minimal. But the one thing that the survivors will have to deal with is there will be a tank at 61%, so this is definitely going to be a tank that's most likely going to be outdoors. Also, they're going to have to deal with the spitter in the opening attack, and since there's a pretty fast elevator to get into out of the safe room, most likely, almost 100%, they're going to do a fast attack, trying to get that charge spit in early, along with that jockey and smoker. So they have pretty good separation for a close area, but they could definitely make it happen. As we do have 4 on one team in the game, 2 already ready to go, and we do have 3 on the other side, waiting for their 4th to get in here. And this is actually the Smurf Party Tournament. This is actually not the Quarantine Anniversary Cup, which other games will be played later on this weekend. And it will be Dark Carnival Remix, so everybody should be looking forward to seeing the 3rd custom map of that tournament. But right now, this is a different tournament, which is on the Grand Finals, and this will be the first half of it played. To our knowledge, they're not going to be playing both maps today. And the first map will be on Suicide Blitz, which is also a custom campaign. And the other half is actually going to be played on Barcelona, which is also another custom campaign. And it will also be neutral server, so it won't see home and away. And it looks like the pings are pretty close to being even. But the closer that is, the more high quality Left 4 Dead play we can. You reset everything? Oh, they're going live. They canceled. But like the scenes and everything, you reset all that by mistake? Alright. Can they still hear us or no?
Yeah, they can still hear.
Okay.
Okay.
And we are going live. Again, the opening attack will be a smoker, jockey, spitter, and a charger, and they're definitely going to set up before this elevator hit. The survivor's going to take this cautiously. There are no combo to deal with, but they do have a pretty hefty attack coming at them. See exactly what they elect to do. Taking this very cautiously, spreading out. They know their charge spit is imminent.
Everybody, back down the stairs.
And they are taking the stairwell. Attack is still holding. Looks like they're going to the floor below. With some lovely elevator music to assist us. Attack's actually going to go in. A pull goes, a pull breaks on the smoker. Jockey does land. Charger gets a fist or two, but that's going to be the end of the attack. About 11 damage on the board. Not much coming out from the infected on that hit. And unfortunately, that charger was not able to spit or land and get that spit, but survivors will be making this elevator ride all the way down to the bottom. That is only 4% off the bonus. After the first attack, this map isn't the longest map. It's 400 distance, so they got 800 bonus in health bonus and damage bonus combined, along with each set of pills being worth 20 points. So one survivor sitting at 100, and one at 96, 95, and 94, so they're all still pretty healthy. They have to come out of this event, or out of this elevator to trigger the power to start this elevator event the rest of the way down. Next attack coming up actually is going to be another 2-2, so they're going to get a spitter, a boomer, Hunter, and a jockey. It's not too bad for close quarters, but looks like Hunter's going to go in for a wall kick. Does land it nicely onto Ellis. Gets a spin on him as well, and a boom. So Ellis does take a little bit of chip off that bonus. It takes about, not too bad for infected with a 2-2 that they had. It takes about 12% off the bonus after that hit. They do hit what they got to. They get back in that elevator and continue going down. And they're about 34% progressed on the map, so they still have about another 2 attacks to take before this tank will be triggered. The next attack they're going to have to deal with is actually a quad. Close quarters quad may be difficult. They have a little bit of common coming in. It looks like the Infected are choosing to hit in a certain area. Want to set up that Smoker and Jockey from behind with a Charger and Hunter in the front. Hunter's already pre-spawn. This is actually going to be the attempt. They go out. The Charger does miss. A pull and Pounce take the same target. Jockey does land on Coach, and the Pounce actually took a little while to get cleared with a quick pull at the end. And all in all, not bad for for the quad going in a close quarter like that. But I would say about another 8% off the bonus, sitting at 739 after 3 attacks. Not too bad. And now the survivors are in a more friendlier area, more wide open. They are going to have to take this tank, as it will be the first tank for Team Vandals, and it will be in the hand of Cypress. Looks like the Boomer's going in just a sack as they suicide the Boomer. Charger's not able to land on anything. Looks like the Hunter's going in for some damage, but gets skeeted by Coach. Hittable goes in, but does miss. It looks like he's going to choose to back off for a little bit while AI Smoke, or actually no, it's Morningstar, will go down a roster rundown after this tank is over. They're choosing not to kill the Spitter. Tank's on first pass about 60% frustration. His support coming up right now is a Jockey. The Smoker is probably going to hold. I don't know. They're probably going to get a Boomer, though. Let's see exactly what the Infected choose to do while his last support is coming up. Trying to peek for Rage, only losing about 100 health. And his other support's going to be a Boomer. This isn't the best support for the tank. Let's see what he's going to want to do. He's on second pass. Looks like he's going to go in, use one of the cars, get in a better position. Looks like he's going to abandon it. This is kind of stuck between the poles, abandoning that rock, or that car as well. He whiffs his first punch. One boom goes out. A pull goes on. It looks like he chooses to avoid the punch and go for a car. Jockey gets M2 and killed. Charger is pretty weak. Right now there's a tank at 2,000 health, and he has nothing. He's about to get nothing at all. Gets a corner on Rochelle. One punch. One more punch into Rochelle. That's all he's going to get.
Yeah, that'll help.
Team Sadboyz, a good take on the tank. The tank only gets 2 punches. A 1 boom goes out, and unfortunately the Jockey's not able to land, and only a pull goes out for a second. And the tank chose to try to take a hittable on it instead of taking the guaranteed punches. But let's see how that pays off for them. And right now they're looking at a pretty hefty bonus, sitting at 558 post-tank, and they're at 66% through the map. And right now the SI attack's going to be 100 Spitter, Charger, Smoker. They go in, a pull goes out. Pounce lands it at the same time as a Smoker, but the Charger was going after the Smoke target. So Rochelle gets up, and that's actually some pretty good damage, and actually goes into about 24% of the damage bonus and a little bit more off the health bonus. Now sitting at 456.
Don't shoot that car. Reloading.
Right now, survivors are going to have nothing to contest with the car alarm. The Smoker not going to be able to make a pull on it, but they're going to have a tri-cap with a Jockey, Smoker, and a Charger. No Spitter for the close quarters, but they are almost done with this map. They're about 90% through. This may be the last hit they actually get. And now survivors are going to slow it down. Boomer tries to go in, get a 1 proxy boom onto Ellis, and we should see the Infected hold here in hopes to try to get a spit.
What do you fellas
I'm
wanna
hearing them
carry
talk
the
for some reason.
girl?
I guess they're using game chat and I can hear it. Alright, now the survivors are slowing down. They're actually going to have a quad. There is no spit for this close quarter. Infected are scrambling for exactly what they want to do. It looks like they're going to wait to the bridge choke here where they have a plank they have to walk across. Actually, they're going to go in now. They're setting to go in. Hunter's coming from the front. Charger coming from the back. Charger gets deleted pretty much. Hunter does land. Smoker and Jockey pretty much get shut down from behind. And only about 30% of the bonus comes off that. Down to 414. There's no sets of pills left. But they only have 1 bleeder. And 1 survivor is actually slow. So there is a possibility they will actually get 1 more attack. Actually, I don't know. It's going to have to be fast. It's going to be very broken if they do. The Spitter gets shut down, not even able to land. Boom gets a 1 proxy boom. Charger gets stumbled, not able to land on anything, and the Smoker gets shut down as well. And they actually find a set of pills, so it'll give them an extra 20 points. And they will actually finish the round with a decent bonus, a health bonus of 432, bringing their total campaign score after 1 chapter to 832. So if you're a team Sadboyz, I would be pretty happy with that. Only 1... Actually, no caps going out. Only 2 punches coming out from the tank, but Now it's going to be their opportunity to go with Infected to see what they can do to team Vandals. And as access, let's get a roster rundown quick. The team that won first was Team Sadboyz, and that team will be Double W, Healy, Ryan, and let me see, what is that? I'm terrible at names. Let's say Argus. And then for the team Vandals, we have Soviet, Cypress, Morningstar, and Kardashian Good Girl. The opening attack the survivor's going to have to deal with here will be the Spitter, Jockey, Charger, and the Smoker. And they do have a spit before the elevator. Let's see if the Infected are going to make a play on the top floor, or if they're going to wait to the second floor where the actual elevator is.
All right, thanks.
It was actually aggressive as the other team for Sadboyz.
I can use a hand here. Help!
I got you. I got you.
As we wait for the last ready up. Again, if you're just joining us, this is actually the first chapter of the custom campaign Suicide Blitz 2 on the grand finals of the Smurf Party tournament. And there we go. We are going live. The last person has returned from whatever their bathroom break or whatever it was, or if they were talking strategy. But survivors now have to press out into the tri-cap wood spit with a jockey, charger, and a smoker. It looks like they're going to set up on the second floor. Top floor usually has no common to deal with, so maybe they actually might wait. Maybe some come from behind, maybe some come from up the top. But right now, survivors are doing a good job staying spread out, trying to block as many spawns as possible. And the attack's going to go in. Charger's going to come from the front. A nice 2-cap goes onto the stairs. Pull lands another third survivor into spin. It's actually pretty good damage going out onto them. Oh my goodness. Actually, it takes quite a bit. Takes about 29% of the health bonus off in one shot. It puts one survivor to 42, one at 69, one at 76. And only Soyvet himself is the only person sitting still at 100. So quite a devastating attack by the Sadboyz. Infected have to be happy with that, as the bonus is already down to 7-10, and the tank has not even yet spawned. Looks like the Hunter is choosing to scratch out a few things. Jockey's also going to get pre-spawn and try to, looks like he's pushing a box out the door. And the other cappers he's going to have to accompany him is going to be a Charger and a Boomer. And indeed, they do get the box out of the way. It looks like they're trying to set up for possible insta-kill here. Interesting. Box was in the way, and they were able to actually knock it off. Someone did their research to get their map knowledge done here. Let's see if they try to make an attempt on it. Rocket Boom out gets a nice proxy onto 2. They're sending in the Jockey and the Hunter at the same time. Hunter is trying to land, not able to land. Charger does. Now the Hunter finally does land. Both cappers are cleared pretty quickly, but they are able to get one survivor slow. So now that they do have Kardashian down to 32 health, the other two are still in the 60 range. They're going to elect not to do them quite yet, as this is a pretty quick event to start to get back in the elevator. As the next spawns are coming up, the Smoker, Spitter, and the following two are going to be a Boomer and a Jockey. So the Boomer did go first. They're definitely going to get another 2-2, but still, they did some pretty good damage after that. And the Boomer's actually going to pre-spawn and stand on the ashtray. And the Spitter and Boomer go at the same time. The Boomer gets a proxy actually onto 3 of the survivors. A pull goes onto Coach, gets cleared right away. That might have been a misplay. I think they were sacking for a quad, but the Smoker saw opportunity, and unfortunately nothing came really of it. Minimal damage came out of that attack. The bonus still at 661. But they will have to take at least one more attack before the tank spawns, as they now do enter the outdoor area. finally wide open for the survivors. They'll enjoy this much more. The attack they're going to have to deal with is a Jockey, Charger, Hunter, and a Spitter. Hunter's going to pre-spawn and make some noise. While the survivors are still scrambling for the spawns. Jockey decides to come. Charger gets a rocket spawn. They do land onto Rochelle, able to get an in-cap. Jockey doesn't latch onto anything but get some scratches. And it looks like the Jockey's trying to just jump for a respawn. And indeed he is. But they do get an in-cap onto Rochelle, and that will cause Rochelle to get up and pop her pills. And actually the bonus is sitting at 573. And this will be the first tank of for the game for the Sadboyz in the hand of Double W. It looks like he's going to bring some toys and get 2 of his dumpsters, bringing them into play. Or actually a third one he's bringing in as survivors just back up. Jockey, Smoker, and a Hunter support right now. Let's see if they try to get some damage or if they like that while the tank tries to bring some toys in. Looks like he's not having the best of luck at the moment. He's still first pass, 75% frustration. And indeed looks like he's going to hold, the support's going to hold. With a slightly chipped Jockey and a full health Hunter and Smoker. It looks like he might have 3 toys to bring in. Indeed, 2 cars and a dumpster. But he is in second pass, about 70% frustration. He's pretty much taken practically no chip right now. That car's actually, he has 2 hittables in a pretty good position, brings the third one, and it actually lands right onto Ellis. They're trying to get the pickup quick, but support's going to try to stop it. They do get a pull on the Nick. Nick has not yet been cleared. The tank is going in. They do get the clear finally. Jockey gets killed. Hunter's trying to land. He gets cleared. Ellis Coates gets punched, gets hit with a hittable. They're probably going to get grind out. He has a lot of health right now. This is not looking good for the survivors. He's actually not landing it very well. Decides to let it go and go after another survivor. Actually, nope. Now he hits it again. There is officially the death on to Coach. He's down to half health, and his support's actually about to be up. He gets a hittable, and gets a hit onto the taxi car, a hit on the compact, hit onto Nick, another hit onto Nick. Actually, they pick Ellis up. Ellis pops his pills. The Jockey lands onto Rochelle. Is not yet cleared. Still on. The Charger gets shut down. Rochelle gets hit with a hittable right now. Boomer's pouncing around like a fool. Finally gets popped, but this tank might actually be killed now. He's down to 900 health. Oh, he lands a rock before he dies. He had 404. They need to kill this tank quick before support gets up. He tries a quick punch, doesn't get it. Now that is the tank dead, but that tank decimated the survivors. Looks like the Hunter's going to go for DP. They do get a pull onto one. Actually, they just take the damage pound from the pull target. My goodness, look at all the damage that is done. Now the delay spit actually does not land. But the infected managed to get a kill onto Coach. Take the bonus all the way down to 19. Charger's going up, not able to land. Just gets a 2-point stumble, I believe, onto Nick. Maybe not even, because he jumped. But survivors are not looking in a good way. They need to get as much distance as they can. As a gap of 600 points would be quite something to come back from. As the attack is going in without all the support up, a triple boom goes out. Jockey actually dies. The Hunter gets an in-cap scratch onto Ellis. And that'll put Ellis black and white. Smoker going in for a delay, actually not able to get it. Actually, Rochelle's able to get the pickup before being pulled. But that will now conclude the rest of the survivors bonus. Spitter's just going to go up in for a delay. The pickup's already been committed, so a little bit of damage will go on to Nick, but Nick has no pills, and he is black and white. That'll be the second survivor black. Rochelle and Nick are both black and white. They get a Jockey latches onto Nick in the back, does get cleared. Charger's not able to capitalize onto Rochelle, though, but the Boomer jumps down and gets Nick. And that'll be the third survivor black and white, if they can even get this pickup. Because right now, it looks like Rochelle and Ellis are just holding W. Hunter's going in for a distraction, not able to land, taking a little bit all the way down to 24 health. The spit goes onto that with a Jockey, and a pull goes out. Oh, it does clear it just in time. But unfortunately, it does cost Rochelle her life, and now Ellis is all alone. defend off a jockey and a spitter. Gets to the M2. It does manage to survive a little longer. Actually touches the alarm car without setting it off. But now Ellis is alone. A lot of common and a charger inbound. And that's going to be the wipe. That will be the Vandals getting wiped as Survivor, bringing their chapter score to 247. So they got a little bit of a deficit, just a little bit under 800 points. But since this is a 5-chapter campaign, they still have a lot of room for some comeback. But right now, they have quite an uphill hike to come. But if your team, Sadboyz, can't be upset right now, you'd have to be happy with this commanding lead after map 1. Alright, as we're loading in, this will be map 2 of I forgot the map already. Suicide Blitz 2. Shows you how much I don't play this map, but right now it will be the Sadboyz going first as survivors with a decent lead. They have quite a choke point to take out as they have stairs to come right out of the safe room. The infected do have a spitter. They do not have a charger, but they do have one capper that'll keep them in the spit for a pretty decent amount of time with the hunter. But the smoker, probably not ideal what you want for this, but they can make it work. Hopefully get some stumbles with the boomer. But if you are the Vandals right now, you have to be pretty excited because right now you have a 26% tank to spawn on this map, so it gives some good opportunity to try to get an early wipe and make up some points. But let's see if exactly they can do that, as we're just waiting for one more ready up, as that person was AFK and has just returned. And there we are. We're indeed going line once again. Smoker, Hunter, Boomer, and Spitter for this opening attack. Survivor's still being cautious. They're going to go maybe across the hall and hold that spawn. They're just going to go straight out. Hunter's already pre-spawned above the Survivors outside the stairs. He's going to go and he tries to get a... Oh, he does get skeeted. Unfortunately, for the infected, he doesn't land. They do get a spit on the stairs for a little bit of damage. Not much. But they do manage to get 12 damage across the board. On to two of the Survivors, actually. Two sitting at 100, one at 89, and one at 91. The current progression is just creeping up to 20%. Infected should get at least one more solid full hit before this tank will spawn. And it's going to be a Charger Jockey, Hunter, and a Smoker, so they get a quad try. And they're actually going to have to send it fast, and this is indeed going to be. The Hunter actually does land. The Hunter lands as well. Pole is trying to land. Oh, the Jockey, that's actually going to be a quad. They got him. That's going to be a wipe for the Vandals. Exactly what you needed from them. They managed to get the wipe with a quad. It was a little sloppy, but they did have some common infected trickling in. But it doesn't matter how it goes. They managed to get the wipe unless the Smoker tongue manages to break. But I don't think it's going to. And what a play. And I'll tell you, whoever put in the chat ripped their carrots. Now you have an opportunity to say otherwise. Let's see if the Vandals can make a comeback and make some points up, because now they have all the opportunity. They didn't even make it to the tank, so no matter what, they'll make up a little bit of points. But obviously, if you're the Vandals, you want to be able to take care of this tank, kill it with as much health bonus as we can salvage, and at least make it to this complete distance on this map, because it's pretty hefty. I'm not sure exactly what it is 100%. Let's see. So it's a 600 distance point map. So just 600 points alone would make it pretty close, actually. It'd be less than a 200 point game just on the distance, but obviously they want more. So let's see how they can set the tone for this chapter on this first attack, which is a 2-2 accompanied with the Smoker and the Hunter.
Reloading.
Hunter's choosing to come from a different location. Boomer actually tries to go in. Actually does manage to get a 2-boom and a stumble down the stairs. This should hold the Survivors up there a little bit longer. They don't want to rush out in fear of getting pounced with the common rushing in. So they're going to clear this out. They know they won't have their fourth spawn up. They push out right now, and indeed they're going to. Hunter's just going to pre-spawn. It looks like they're just going to wait a few more seconds and go with that last capper, which is actually going to be a jockey. It's not going to be the charger. This might be the only attack they get before the tank, actually. Oh, and the Hunter just gets skeeted nicely. Jockey actually goes a little late, though. Does get a high jock onto Coach, but isn't worth anything. And apparently Rochelle was thirsty for some Mountain Dew as she gets wrecked. It goes down to 72 HP with no cappers landing. That's 37 damage across the board. Their health bonus is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4 going into this tank. And it will be the second tank for Team Sadboyz, and it will be in the hand of Healy. So this is a big Healy tank coming out here. She tries to go in the charger, not able to land it. Actually throws a rock right when she spawns. She actually has a retro attack as a support right now. I don't expect that this is going to be what Healy decides to go in with. It looks like right now Healy's just going to choose to keep their health as long as they can. A rocket boom jumps in, does land onto Nick. The tank chooses to go to a different position. Actually, this is going to be the commit. The pull goes out, just get cleared right away. The pounce does land onto Ellis. He's trying to get a hittable into play. A pull goes out. Oh, it's so close, it just misses Ellis. Actually, Ellis's luck ran out, and it does hit him right there. Not able to get behind that the bench there. The tank looks like he might not be able to get the grind out, but he is taking a lot of damage right now. He's down to 2K. His support looks like he's trying to come in. Jockey's coming from behind. The hittable is right in play, but he's not choosing to hit it. Gets an in cap onto Rochelle. This might be an attempt on a grind out. He's down to 400 health, 107 health, and he tries to get up, but it is a dead tank. 2 survivors do get in capped, and 2 survivors are going to be pretty healthy, above 80 health. So Team Vandals do manage to stay alive after that. They did eat a hittable and took an in cap from the tank by punches after that. So they have a 2-2 following the tank to deal with the Hunter, and the leather capper is going to be a smoker. So it's a retro attack and coming to Spitter. We should see it going quick. Hunter tries to go in for a pounce, just gets skeeted by Rochelle. It does not land. Smoker's trying to go for a pull through the window, does land on the Coach, does get killed then. Boomer gets popped, spits onto nothing, and that will be a quad attempt coming out right now by the Sadboyz. Survivor, all this point for the survivors, every point made up, every step on this map is now points gained from the deficit that they got. They just want to hold W, get through as fast as they can. There is a death charge coming up as well as this quad they have to deal with. There's a lot of opportunity for the infected on what they choose to do. I don't think they're going to wait till they start the event down further. They're probably going to set up here. Indeed, they are. Looks like the smoker's going to try to come from behind. Hunter's already pre-spawned up by the porta potties, so it's going to be there. It's going to be Sadboyz quad coming in. Actually, it's coming out. A pull does land in the back, but does get cleared. But there is a jockey separation in the front. The charger does miss, so at least it's going to be a lot of damage onto Rochelle as she goes across the porta potties. She's not going to get in capped. It's not the health bonus, but the damage bonus drops quite a bit, down to 60%. So right now, before the event, they're at 588 bonus. They are 60% of the way through the map. They have to shoot this barrel to start the event for the boat to come across so they can go across this broken bridge area. And now the survivor's going to take it back to try to play it safe. There is a charge, smokers, boomer, and a spitter. So they have a decent setup for this insta kill. And there's going to be a play on it. Would have to be now, or they're going to go to a safe area where they can't get it. Actually, looks like Survivor's going to elect to hold it right here. The death charge is still there, but it's almost impossible to land, so they're probably just going to go for damage. Now we should just see a wait for some commons to trickle in, and the attack shall commence shortly. As the charger repositions to higher ground, actually it's a pretty interesting spawn for the charger. A pull actually goes down the back. The charger was not able to actually get it, so now he's going to try to solo charge and not able to get it either. So unfortunately the spit's not going to land. Looks like Ellis is in a good area to avoid all the spit damage, and that will be the attack shutdown. Spitter did die last, so they are not going to have a spitter for this next attack. Bone is still sitting at 588. Practically nothing came off from that attack. And right now, if you're the Vandals, you got to be pretty happy. You just want to try to take as minimal damage off those permanent health survivors, sitting at 82 and 86. And indeed, attack's actually going to come in. A pull goes on to Rochelle, does get cleared. Hunter gets skeeted, and the jockey does manage to latch onto Ellis for one tick with a 2-boom rolling at the end, and that's going to be attack shut down. They got the bonus down to 515, so they did take a little bit off of that, but now they should be able to take this bridge uncontested, as they're still a few seconds out from the infected spawn timers. 65% progression through the map, 515 bonus. Charger, Spitter, Smoker, and a Hunter. This is actually potential for some good damage around this. As they're going to come from above, they're going to go quick. Looks like the Hunter's going to come from the front. The Smoker does. Actually, the charge does land, but just misses a depth charge. It was so close. Unfortunately, it doesn't get it. He hits just the nip of the fence there, but they do land the charge spit. Their bonus is going to drop down to 394, I mean. Actually, not that much coming off of it, but it was off the actual health bonus. And now, no matter what, there's no more pills. They're going to have a survivor slow the rest of this map, and they're only 81% through. Rocket Boom goes out. There is a Smoker, Hunter, and a Jockey comes. Hunter gets skeeted again. Smoker gets cleared quickly. Jockey does land for a tick or two. And another pull comes from the back. Smoker now is killed, and that's a bonus taken from 400 something down to 370. Oh, some pills were found, so that pops a bonus up just 4 points shy of 400. And they're just actually going to pop it to be quick. So the bonus drops down to 366. And I believe this may be the last attack. Boomer gets a 1 boom. Looks like he tries to, nope, just goes in for a sack. Charge, Hunt, Spit now. Survivor just holding this out safely. Looks like they're going to go in. A pounce does land onto Coach. Charger gets completely melted, not able to reach. But the Spit does land onto Coach. And actually the bonus comes down to about 315 right now. And now Coach is slow again. Or actually, yeah, Coach got slow after that Spit. That will make them slow. And actually it's going to give the Infected another opportunity for another attack. Actually, maybe even 2, depending on how much this does. Bonus sitting at 310. Pole is actually going out from the back, gets cleared. Jockey was a little late, but does land onto Ellis as well. Pole coming from the front. This Hunter didn't get skeeted, but the Boomer was not able to find anything. So it takes about 20 points off the board. There it goes. Now the Boom does get a 1 proxy onto Ellis, I mean. But I don't know if they'll be able to get anything out. I think they might make this safe room. Nope, they're going to get 1 more. Charger goes in, just gets this 2-point stumble onto Ellis. Free Spit goes out, gets a little bit under Rochelle, right? That was a little bit of separation, and only the Jockey to capitalize on it. See, the Jockey's going to go, does latch onto Rochelle, takes her way down, actually gets some pretty good damage. Why the Spitter goes into the safe room to cause a delay, which actually works. And actually get an in-cap in the back. Bonus is actually falling apart. So Hunter gets absolutely shut down by Cypress. 1-shot Skeet going out. Rocket Boom goes in, but not able to delay the pickup. Gets some scratches. And another hit cap goes out up front. That Spitter is trolling hard. As they do have a Charger in queue yet as well. Spitter not able to get a late. Charger goes in, gets a 1 charge. Does get cleared. Pull goes out as well. They do manage to take the bonus down from 210 to all the way down to 132. And let me tell you, we now have a game again, as the Vandals are going to make the safe room with a 732 bonus and actually taking the lead now by 979. And the other score for the Sadboyz is going to be 928. This has turned out to be a close game. It's exactly what everybody wants to see. As the first game, we've already seen the lead change. So let's see if we see another lead change again. As we load into map 3, looks like we're going to have a tank sitting at around 48%, about midway through this chapter. This chapter is actually only worth 500 distance points. It looks like we'll be seeing a 1,000 health bonus, as well with 25 points per set of pill on their person for making the safe room. But right now the Vandals have retaken the lead. They're sitting with a comfortable 51-point lead. It's not much coming out of some of these custom campaigns, as they can be pretty lengthy. This map is actually pretty interesting. It's one of the non-finale maps. It has a very early crescendo practically out of the safe room, so they're going to have an event to take right away. And they're also going to have some Spit to deal with. No Charger, though. Hunter, Smoker, and a Boomer to accompany them. So they have the 2-2 attack, which can be potential for a little bit or a lot of damage, depending on how they can get that Boomer in with the stumbles on that Spit. Just waiting for Ryan to ready up, and we will get the third map along the way. Indeed, we are. I need to take a drink real fast. It looks like Coach is going to take the lead. Infected deciding if they want to go fairly fast or wait for the event. It looks like they're getting ready to go right now. It's a matter of when they're going to press this in. There it is. The Boomer's actually going to go first. So they'll have a Boomer in the next rotation of their spawns. They're actually going to try to get a pull, but it gets self-cleared by Ellis. And now it looks like the Infected are scrambling for spawn. Hunter actually does land, doesn't get skeeted, but the Spitter gets picked. Not able to get the spawn with the Hunter, and that's going to be minimal damage going out. Only 5 across the board. 10 points only came off the bonus. And now the Survivor's going to press on. There is no Spitter to deal with as they run into this jail area. Charger Jockey are the first 2 spawns up, waiting for the next 2, which will be a Boomer, and the other Capper is going to be a Smoker. Survivor slowing down just a little bit. Looks like the Infected want to go in. Boomer's going to get popped, not going to get in on anything. So you're going to have a 2-2 for the next attack. The pull's going out. Actually not getting cleared. A charge goes as well. One slam actually goes out. Actually, that's pretty good for the Infected, actually. A slam going out. Well, he was right next to a Survivor. Unfortunately, Ellis was getting punched in the back. Not able to clear that. Infected are able to get 18% off the health bonus after those first 2 attacks. When the first attack did look pretty grim. Spitter, Hunter, the Boomer's going to be one of the other SI. Looks like they're going to go in. Hunter actually goes quick. Jockey's going to be going with the Boomer. Boomer gets a nice stumble into the spin. That's going to be a lot of damage on the Coach. And he gets jockeyed into it. Cypress all the way down to 22 HP. Massive damage going out onto the Survivors right now. Not what you want to see if you're the Vandals after reclaiming the lead after map 1. But if you're the Sadboyz, you got to be happy right now as they have to shoot that alarm to make it shut up. It's very annoying. It looks like they're going to just hold here to wait off the rest of these comments trickling in. Right now, they are going to have a Spitter to deal with again. Charger, Smoker, and a Hunter. Actually, a pull goes out, does land. The Smoker and Hunter are not able to do anything but a sec a fist or 2. But the pull does land for quite a bit as well. And that's actually some good damage onto the Survivors. Looks like their bonus is down to 60% health or HB right now. The damage bonus is still intact. But they have officially popped their first set of pills to keep Cyphers fast. And now they're only down to 3 sets, and that does take the pills bonus down to only 75. This is going to be the last attack before the tank spawns. There is no Spitter. Jockey, Hunter, any Charger. They're going to go in quick. This Hunter actually does land. Doesn't get cleared immediately. A little bit onto Ellis. 1 proxy boom onto Coach. And it looks like the Jockey and the Charger are going to hold for this tank spawn. I don't think they're actually going to have to go... I don't know if they'll be able to make it outside. And we get a pause. Immediately when the tank spawns. Oh, that is unfortunate. Haley did crash, but it actually is fortunate that Haley was not the tank. You know, if the tank does crash, some very goofy things can happen to Zode mod following that. Now we see the chat going out here. It looks like, unfortunately, Cypress putting a thing for ammo out. Don't want to be caught in a situation during a tank fight with no ammo as they wait for Healy to come back into this tournament match, actually the grand finals of the Smurf Party tournament, if anybody is just joining us right now. As soon as Healy gets back in the server, we will get it started. So actually, before this tank actually comes in, the Survivors are going to actually be dealing with 767 health bonus pre-tank. So they actually have done a good job on taking off their 1100 that they originally start with. And then 2 of the Survivors are definitely most likely going to pop their pills when this tank commits to be more punches than just 2 or 3. Looks like Morningstar and Kardashian are good. Both going to be 4 punches to get in cap. But if you're going to be two or less, it's definitely not a good thing. You want to make yourself at least 3 or 4 punches for your best opportunity to survive, especially when you're playing on this high tier of Left 4 Dead play. And there we go. We have Helion and the ready up, so we are about to go live. So again, this is actually going to be the third tank. Actually, no, the second tank of the. I'm terrible at this. No, this will be the third tank of the game for the Sadboyz in the hand of aggression. And he is actually taking some pretty decent chip right now, going in right away. He's already down to 1,000, but he's able to get a punch onto Rochelle. This could be bad for the survivors. He gets a double punch. They are stuck in close quarters. There's a charge landing as well. He already gets an in cap onto Rochelle. Ellis is now stuck, manages to pop his pills, gets another punch, but he gets in cap fast. Now there's only one survivor up, not looking good. This is a pretty healthy tank. And this is indeed going to be the wipe onto the Vandals. He throws a rock, clears the hunter, but it doesn't matter. Nick is not going to be able to survive. Sadboyz are going to get a wipe and only going to be able to bring the chapter score for the Vandals to 205 for them. So the total campaign score is now at 1184. They got greedy, went out there for that chip, and unfortunately they were not able to get back through as somebody was cut off by the tank, and they capitalized on the positioning. So now this is Team Sadboyz' opportunity to make up a lot of points here by simply just surviving this tank. Some kind of vote was passed. Looks like they were kicking somebody, maybe? As we just wait for Healy to ready up, and then we'll get this match resumed, as right now Sadboyz are set to possibly retake the lead, which will be the lead change on every chapter so far. But right now the Vandals have other things to say about it with their infected, as they have the 2-2 with a hunter and a smoker to come at them with. Right now the momentum is probably shifted for Sadboyz, but let's see if they can keep it together, the Vandals, with their infected play. Try to keep their morale up and keep the momentum on their side as they're setting up with their infected. See, the hunter's choosing to come from behind. Other infected are scrambling, not quite sure where they want to come from, so looks like they want to go in, but they can't actually. Some spawns are being blocked pretty well by the infected. Here the attack should come in. Hunter's going to come from behind, does land, and the Spits actually get a stumble Rochelle into it for some decent damage. Actually, I'd be very happy with that if I'm the infected. They got a lot of damage off that attack, but I do believe they got their sack order properly done if they wanted a quad, and I believe they're going to get it. They have landed one quad this match already. This will be the opportunity for them to land it again. And there's actually no, the death order was not right. They're actually going to have a boomer. But this is potential for a lot of damage. See if they can keep capitalizing on it. If one boom goes out, the infected are trying to get their spawn. They're all going to come from the front. Unfortunately, the charger was not able to land. The jockey comes in, but the hunter rolls in at the end. Not much more damage. Another 2% on the bonus. But they managed to take 10% off the bonus off the first 2 attacks. A little bit less than what the other side got. But right now, the survivors are going to press on. They're going to have, I believe, still Horde coming in with this next attack. Indeed, they still haven't shot the button into. It's going to be a 2-2 Boomer, Spitter, Charger, and a Smoker. Boomer goes in, not able to really get anything. Smoke goes out. Oh, there is a Boomer. Now actually gets a triple boom. Charger doesn't get much. Spit's not able to really capitalize, but they do manage to get another 3% damage off the bonus, down to 931 free tank. I don't think the infected are going to get another play for the tank. See if they will. Actually, there's a lot of common. Indeed, they're going to. They're going to have to send it in fast. And actually, they're going to. This is going to be a quad attempt, actually, before the tank. It's got to be fast. They have a lot of things coming from behind. The charger does land, but it does get cleared. A pounce lands with the pull at the same time, but the 100 gets cleared. The pull's still going on, and the jockey just gets bullying McGuire and shot in the face for his troubles, but not too bad for the Vandals. They got some pretty good chip. They got down to 64% of the health bonus. They got Ryan actually slow, all the way down to 30. One sitting at 64, one at 74, and one at 86. So let's see. If we do a little math on that, they're going to have 1 survivor 3 punches and 2 survivors 4. Let's see exactly what they're going to do. The tank's actually going to come in right away. Gets a punch onto Ellis. And another punch onto Ellis. Ellis actually gets stuck. One more punch onto Ellis will incap him. Oh, Ellis teleports. Ellis gets incapped. Tanks have half health. There's still a lot of horde in there. He gets another corner. 100 gets skeeted. Charger's not able to land. And unfortunately, the tank and the jockey gets bullied. And now this is a tank all by himself, electing to throw a rock. He's not able to land. This is going to be dead tank. He's looking just to go in and try to get as much. He's not going to get anything else, I don't think. And no, indeed, that's going to be a dead tank. The Vandals not able to get a wipe, but they do manage to take over half their health bonus away. But the Sadboyz are going to be able to retake this lead. Oh, that's going to be a lot of... Okay, he had a safe place to go there, but Nick took a little bit more spit damage. And let's see, after the last pickup, bonus is going to be at 353, but they're going to have all survivors fast. And actually, after all the pills are popped, it's going to drop to 328. And right now, they still have not taken the lead yet, but they surely will this chapter. And it's about to happen any second, but the next attack is going to be a Charger, Hunter, Smoker, and the last spawn is going to be a Jockey. So this could be his quad attempt right here to possibly keep it even or close to even if they can land it. And there's still a few comments coming in. They're setting their spawns. Everything's going. Hunter does get skeeted. Charger's not able to land. And the Jockey and the Smoker go after the same target. So that is minimal damage across the board. Only about 10 damage coming off. Survivors are going to take it pretty clean for right now. And only a 2-2 to take the next attack. I don't know what exactly the capper's going to be, but they're going to hope they get a Charger and a Hunter. That's the 2 cappers I would want. I'm pretty sure they're going to have the Hunter because it died first. And actually, it's a decent 2-2 for them. As long as they can get in the right area and land these cappers, they can get a lot of damage in this oncoming attack. Survivors have to drop down in this hole. I don't know if the infected know about this map well enough to make a play on it. They're still scrambling for spawns. And they're going to go now. Let's see if they throw their SI. Hunter pre-spawns, makes some noise. Hunter's actually going in, does land. Oh, the Charger. I don't know what the Charger was doing. Tried to just get some stumble in the spit. Actually, they do some pretty good damage. The bonus, take it all the way down to 193. Actually, not too bad. Health bonus at 19%, damage bonus at 18. So most of the points right now is sitting on Rochelle. As Nick is just holding W. Or Ellis, actually. A 1 boom goes in from behind. The Smoker's lurking as well. Does manage to get a pull onto Coach. It is actually not cleared yet, where the other 2 cappers come from the front. Hunter does get skeeted. Jockey is not able to get anything and shut down as well. They do manage to get an in-cap onto Coach, which will take the DB down a little bit. 1 more point off the health bonus as well. But the total bonus score is still sitting at 161, and they are making up some points right now. They're just about to hit the 200-point lead barrier minus the bonus. And this will be the last attack for the infected as they're creeping up on 90-some%. Chargers going in, not able to land. Spit goes out in the back. Does get a little bit of free spit on 2 survivors. Boomer not getting nothing, and that's attack shut down. They're going to have a 112 bonus. I don't think nothing else is going to impede them from this safer. Actually, they know that they have to crouch walk underneath this. They're going to have to take 1 more. It may be a broken attack, but has to be rushed. And indeed, they're going to get it. Hunter's Jockey actually goes up and gets a scratch. Jockey, Charger, and Spitter, the only 2 up. Jockey eventually gets shut down. Charger's had to come from behind, try to get some spit damage. Spitter gets picked and not able to land anything. So it seems the Sadboyz are going to creep into the safe room with one more smoker spawn left. Don't think he's going to do much.
Safe pass ahead.
Actually, they might be able to throw another attack in here real late. Smoker actually gets 1 tick of damage on the Nick, taking the bonus down 1 more point. Here it goes. There's the Hunter skeeted. Boomer goes in. Jockey's trying to get a scratch. Not able to get it, and they're actually going to make the bonus, or make the safe room with a 100 bonus even. So Sadboyz actually going to retake the lead, so we're going to see the 3rd lead change of this game, bringing their chapter score to 600, total campaign score to 1528 against 1184 for Team Vandals. Can't ask for anything more exciting than constant lead changes for a finals match. And as you can see, the Sadboyz took a very hefty lead in map 1 and did lose it to go down 51. Now they've retaken the lead by a couple hundred again, and let's see if the Vandals can redo what they did on map 1 with either capitalizing on a quad, which is probably what they want since this tank is going to be 64% of the way through the map before it spawns. So they're going to get a pretty hefty distance tally of points before they even have to contest with it. There will be no spitter in the opening attack. It's just going to be a Hunter Charger and a Smoker. So I'm curious to see if they're going to go for a fast attack, as it's pretty close quarters and could potential fast clears without the spit. As they go into this area where these, I don't even know what this would be called, this little pipe area with some water barrels. This map's going to have a lot of charged spits, and this map has a lot of close quarters. It's not very wide open as some of the previous maps were. As they're waiting for just Morningstar to ready up, and we'll get this 4th chapter along the way. And we are live. Looks like a rocket boom's gonna go in, but gets M2'd and not able to get no proxy. It looks like they just want to sack that boomer and hold it. As even this first room is actually still pretty close quarters, but that's about as open as it's gonna get for a little bit. And they are just holding W. They're already about 20% way through the map and haven't taken attack yet, except for that boom sack. And they're gonna get the spitter. It's not gonna be a fast quad. As survivors have changed their tone to slowing down a bit. Hunter looks like he's going to go for a wall kick in the dark area. And survivors are... Oh, he gets skeeted by Ellis. Not able to land. Chargers, it actually charges a little early. Not able to get it either. Just hits the pole with a free spit coming out. Only 5 damage across the board and 20% through the map. Sadboyz right now have the momentum going for them. The Vandals have to get it together. Talk about it, calm down, get those hits in. They're not going to have a spitter again for this. Actually, they are. With a jockey and a Hunter to accompany it. I think they're a little uncertain. A nice 2-boom in between. This is actually not bad. Common are taking a little while to get there. Jockey's coming from the front. Elects to back up. Looks like he's just juking him a little bit. Taking a little chip. Hunter gets killed. A little bit of spit damage going on in the back. And they're going to hold on to the spitter because they do have a charger. Maybe not. That's not a bad call. But survivors are taking this map pretty well so far. Only 6% off the bonus. All their pills. 2 survivors sitting at 100. 1 at 99 yet. And the other one sitting at 79. Looks like a pole's going to go out from the front. Unfortunately, it doesn't grab Alice. And that puts the Smoker in quite a predicament. Charges actually go out. Lands onto Rochelle with a spit landing as well. Rochelle has to go run through it. And drops her health all the way down to 48. Rochelle taking most of the damage as the other survivors sitting over 95, all three of them. 2 at 100 and one still sitting at 96 as they're coming up on the bowling alley.
Shotgun.
That's going to be a Charger, Jockey, Hunter, and a Boomer. No spitter for the close quarters here. As they come through the arcade area, looks like the smoker, looks like the Hunter wants to come from behind, and the Charger's coming from the front. Charger goes in, not able to get anything. Hunter gets skeeted again. Jockey gets M2'd and killed, and the Boomer's not able to get anything, and that's another attack shut down by Sadboyz. They have momentum going for them right now, not even 20% off the bonus yet after quite a few attacks that they've taken. And infected getting their spawns right now. I don't know if they'll get one before the tank. Charger, Spitter, Smoker, and a Hunter. They'll have to go real quick if they want to get this, or elect to hit on the way back.
Smoker.
Unless they're going to elect to hit in this, and actually they're going to go for a pull, gets self-cleared. Charger wasn't ready for it, goes for a long-distance charge, which doesn't connect. Spit delay goes out, but now the survivors actually get a free run back to the bowling alley. As Morningstar Spitter chases them from the front. A little misplay by the infected. Maybe they should have held their spawns for the run back and keep them in that area. Maybe, I'm not sure. It all depends on what you prefer with your tank. But they're going to go inside, definitely this bowling alley area. It's pretty wide open. It actually looks like they may want to go back further. Spit goes out, just a sack. Boomer doesn't land onto anything. And right now, this is a very big tank for the Vandals. First pass, 30%. He's going to have a tri-cap as the Boomer did go in last. Jockey's going to be his first spawn. Last spawns are coming up. It's going to be a Hunter and a Smoker. They have no time to sack. His second pass, about 70% frustration. He's full health, has not taken any chip. But this is going to be a favorable area for the survivors. And this will be the tank for Soviet. This is the fourth tank of the game. For these, actually going to throw a rock. Maybe not the best thing I would do. Takes about 2k chip for throwing that rock. He still has not gotten close to anybody. Support's about to come in. He does get a punch on the coach. Another punch on the coach. Support is making its way in. He's not able to keep the corner. Hunter does get killed. The pull, not able to get anything as well. Gets a punch on the Rochelle. Another punch on the Rochelle. He is also alone. And he does get an in cap, and that is a dead tank.
Don't worry about me.
You owe me one.
Tank doesn't do too bad, considering the support was not able to land. He pretty much did everything himself there. He gets 2 punches onto coach and gets an in cap onto Rochelle. So the damage bonus is now broken. 2 pills have now been consumed. Health bonus still sitting at 56%. And now that it's post-tank, it's 65% of the map is already about to be progressed through. They have 752 health bonus. Boomer sacking right now with a Charger, Spitter, and Jockey still in rotation for the infected. Looks like they're going to choose to send this in. I don't know. Spitter going in just for a stack.
Reloading.
And indeed, they're going to go for a quad attempt.
This is not going well.
And the Charger's going to be very chipped as well. The Charger's down to 365 health. It's going to be very hard to land a quad with a 365 health Charger. But they're going to try to make it happen.
Reload.
Infected are probably going to hit as soon as they start taking this corner down this alley. They have advantage from height. Hunter looks like he's trying to come in. Hunter's coming up. Oh wow! Gets skeeted from so far away from Ellis. And that is unfortunately not going to be the quad that they wanted. And that attack is shut down. Bonus is still sitting at 712 from right now for the Sadboyz, which is very high. 80% way of the map completed already. If you're the Vandals, you need to pull some kind of attack off at the end here to do a massive damage to the health bonus. And it's going to be a 2-2 Boomer Spitter. Last spawns coming up are going to be a Hunter and a Charger. They can do some pretty good damage with the stubbles here. I think they should need to send this attack in pretty quick and make sure their cappers land, as they're not going to have much more after this. This may actually be the last one. Charger's actually to go in by himself solo, not able to get it. A nice 15 pounds does land with a little bit of spit onto Rochelle, which is a little bit more chip off a damage bonus. And actually, it takes it from 712 down to 644.
Thanks.
Not exactly what you want if you are the Vandals right now. Because right now they have to start this, and they're actually going to go in a close area. Actually, if they have a quad, that's a very smart thing to do. And actually, they do have a quad right now. They're playing the super smart, but unfortunately, they send in their SI. They get a jockey. The charge goes in for some fists. Not that much damage goes out, unfortunately. Taking the bonus down to 531 right now. They did find some pills, so it popped it up a little bit. They're only going to have, I believe, one more attack to deal with, and it's going to be a 2-2. Boomer, Spitter, Charger. I don't know if it's going to be in the queue. They're going to have a Hunter and a Charger, so they could make a little bit of damage out of this if they can get a double cap in the spit and see what they could do on it. A nice boom goes out, and Hunter's going in. Does get a land as well. Charger goes in, also lands, but unfortunately the spit misses. That spit was big. It had to connect. Unfortunately, it didn't. They did take the bonus down to 433. But right now, if you're team Sadboyz, you got to be very happy with making this chapter with 600 distance, well with 432 health bonus.
There's the safe house.
I don't know if they'll be able to do anything. Nope, that will be the safe room. And they will make a chapter score of 1,032. And a campaign score of 2,560. For Team Sadboyz. So right now the Vandals have a little bit of an uphill battle to deal with here. They need to max that bonus. If not, make some of it up. $1,000 is a magic number they need to beat. A little bit higher of it, actually. As we're having a fast ready up again, which is always awesome. And the opening attack that they have to deal with will be a Smoker, Boomer, Hunter, and a Charger. They're going to actually go in fast. Charger gets a fist, not able to land the charge. I believe the Hunter did get a scratch. Yes, he did. Proxy Boom goes out. Actually, he does get one on the coach as well. So they get 18 points of damage on that attack. It was definitely more damage than the other team went on their infected rounds. They just sacked. They didn't even go in at all. So 6% off the bonus, sitting at 1272. And the Boomer did die last. They will get a charge spit, accompanied with the Hunter and a jockey. Then they go in fast. The Hunter is able. The Hunter and Charger both land in the spit. That's gonna be a lot of damage on the Ellis. Actually, Coach and Nick are just in the corner. Oh, so lucky. That would have been much more damage if it wasn't for that little tiny little oasis of safe area for Nick and Coach. But again, they've taken 2 infected attacks. Oh, that ladder does not work because they tried. Actually, I think they're lost. They're going the wrong way. Yeah, they're going the wrong way. Infected are getting another spawn. A Smoker, Charge, a Jockey, and a Boomer. I'm not sure if they're really familiar with this map. Looks like a pull Boom is going to come out in the front. Smoker gets cleared. Boomer not able to land. A rolling 2 cap in the back. Charger does get cleared. But not before the damage is done. Health bonus drops to 1088 right now. Pre-tank. 74% left of the health bonus after 3 attacks. Sadboyz doing a good job on laying some damage on the survivors. Vandals, unfortunately, taking a little bit more damage than they probably wanted right now. The attack's actually coming in. Going to be a Jockey, Hunter, Spitter, and a Charger. Hunter's going to land in the back. Actually, a nice spit block by the survivors there. Actually, they're going to get a Jock into the spit for a little bit on the coach. That was a pretty good take by the survivors, but unfortunately, the damage has already been done. Cypress is now slow and crawling now. He's not popping his pills. He's not the survivor in the back. They have a 2-2 for the infected attack with a Hunter and a Smoker as the cappers. Boomer just goes in for a sack. Hunter's going to pre-spawn up in the building, just running around, waiting for his opportunity to pounce on the infected. Let's see if we can see a 25 incoming as that last spawn's coming up. And survivors not taking the outside, just slowly waiting to clear the common. They're going to give the infected their last spawn, which is a Charger. So now they have a charge pit for this close area. Spitter's going to pre-spawn. The attack's going to come in. A pull goes on. They miss the pull charge. It's cleared fast enough. The spit actually went for the charge guy instead of the pounce that went in the back. But again, they've taken some pretty good chip. We're at 964 right now. The bonus is officially dropped below 60%, and the tank has not yet spawned yet, nor have they progressed 50% of the way through the map.
Reloading.
Pull goes out they try to make a play on the alarm card. Pull doesn't land, but a nice jock for quite a bit of damage on the Cypress, taking him all the way down to 7 HP. Nothing comes good out of chasing a smoker. And unfortunately, it looks like the survivors are not familiar with this map, taking the wrong turn, while the smoker's still trying to make a play on the car alarm, but unable to.
Reloading. I'm a reload.
Shout out to Smuckers. What's going on, Doc? They have a 2-2, Boomer Spitter, and a Hunter and Smoker. Hunters, it looks like, going to go for a wall kick around the first turn after they come out of the back door of the bowling alley. Oh, he gets a nice proxy boom on the 2. The Hunter did not make a move on him, though, so this will call survivors to hold S, clear out the common in this wide open area in the bowling alley. And fortunate enough for them that this bowling alley has been closed because the lanes are not slippery, so no survivors will be falling.
Reloading.
Hunter's going in for a wall kick, gets skeeted. Then free spit goes out. They manage to get the in cap. Long charge goes out, I believe, just for it doesn't get anything. But that will crack the damage bonus. Actually, the damage bonus is now suffered 5% after that in cap.
Reloading.
Bonus sitting at 792, and the tank is about to spawn any second. Spawns are actually up. They might want to rush this attack in, or either they're going to hold for the run back. Nope, they're just going to go quick. Jockey goes in, a boom gets popped, nothing lands of it. Hunter gets skeeted. Jockey gets shut down, and eventually the smoker gets killed for his troubles as well, and that's going to be a good take by the survivors, as pretty much no damage goes across that. This will be the 4th tank of the game for the Sadboyz in the hands of Ryan, as survivors going to make this probably a smarter play and go back to the bowling alley area. Spawns are up, but they're not going to be able to stop them on this run back. Actually, the Charger's going to go in, completely miss. I don't think they wanted the Charger anyways. Tank playing with some hittables that he won't be able to use anyways. I don't think those will fit through the door. For a minute, I thought in fact the survivors might have even gone back even further, but it would be too dangerous. There's a car alarm back there, so not the best play. Actually, boom, gets a cheeky spawn. They're not holding spawns very well inside. This might cause the tank to push in a little early. Actually, maybe not. Commoner getting stuck. Actually, he's going to roll in right now. He's actually taking a lot of chip before he gets his first punch. He gets a punch onto Rochelle. A jockey's taking Coach all the way for actually they managed to get the clear. Pounce does land as well, but not after a clear goes out. A pull goes in the back. Another punch onto Ellis. A punch onto Coach. Another punch onto Coach. Going to be another in cap. This tank's pretty healthy yet, too. He goes for a latch ditch rock. Not able to get it, and this will be a dead tank.
You seriously cannot go down again.
I'm a little bit.
And unfortunately, this will make a survivor black and white. And I think everybody's popped their pills, so they're not going to have any pills for Cypress.
Oh, this is not happening. This is not happening.
Oh, they get a quick charge, boom, spit. Actually get a charge, slide them almost all the way. Wow, what a spit spread. It took up the whole hallway. Wow, what a spread of that spit. I've never seen a spread like that. It took up the whole freaking hallway. A lot of damage going out and actually killing Coach. What a spread. Unfortunately, the Vandals have lost another survivor. There's only 3 of them now. Bonus hit at 109. And they are about to drop down a pretty hefty lead if they're not able to make it. Jockey goes in, is able to get the scratch in cap onto Rochelle in the back. A pull, 2 charges, might be a wipe if they're able to get Ellis. Jockey's trying to go in. Oh, Jockey gets M2 to shut down. He does manage to clear the Charger before he gets the in cap onto Nick. But that bonus is pretty much non-existent now. It is sitting at 5 points.
Thanks, I owe you one.
Right now they have an 8 bonus.
In case anyone is wondering.
I don't even know where it's coming from, as it says everything's at 0%. They have a survivor black and white. A Boomer gets M2'd and shut down. Hunter and a Jockey comes in. Fortunately, Nick gets stuck in the spit, but the Hunter does get skeeted. Jockey running around for scratches, trying to come from behind to troll this pickup a little bit. Does indeed get it in. Oh, not able to finish it off, though. And only the Spitter is left. Spit goes in, and that's going to be the end of the Vandals. They will get wiped, bringing their chapter score to 392, and their total campaign score so far, 1576 to Sadboyz 2560. So they are currently almost down 1,000 points, just shy going into this finale. But they are not out of the game yet. They also will have another campaign to play. Almost 100%, almost like 99.9% sure it will not be played today. But right now, it is not over yet, so they need to get as many points as they can on this finale. Try to make this game as close as possible. So this is actually a really, really big infected round for the Vandals. They need to get a wipe, and they need to make up some points. I am a little unfamiliar with this finale and if it's a static tank or not, but the tank is supposed to spawn at 20%. Let's see if it does spawn early or if it's going to spawn in the same area. I'm a little uncertain, but they're going to have a 2-2 to deal with. Hunter Jockey are going to be the cappers. But for the most part, we should see them attack quick before they come outside. Or while they're coming outside, actually, because the spawns are not broken until they exit that shed door type, grating door type thing. As we are seeing the final ready ups coming across. Oh, they want to pick up some sort of weapons. Maybe they got double pistols. All right. Looks like the Hunter's gonna go for a wall kick right up the top floor as they come out of the shed doors.
Sounds like a hunter.
Spitter pre-spawns as well, both on the side of the porta potty to the left.
This is someone who could use some help.
Jockey pre-spawns as well, a little bit of baiting going on as survivors wait for this door to open. Now they can officially open it.
I got a bad feeling about that.
They're coming.
Oh, Boomer gets a nice long boom onto Ellis. Oh, the jockey lands. Oh. And it's so unfortunate that the Hunter took the jockey target. I thought that would have been a great jock around the corner with the spit separation. But they do manage to get a little bit of damage. Just shy of... Actually, 15 even goes on the board. Or 17, I mean. No, 16. I'm bad at math. They're actually going to press on, so the tank's actually going to spawn in a certain area. They're already 30% away through the map. I believe it spawns in the stadium, if I remember correctly. Pole goes out in the back, but does get cleared. Charger's not able to land. Boom neither, leaves the Hunter by himself, trying to run away. Gets chipped all the way down to 81 health. And I don't know if they're going to let... Yep, they're going to let him go. 64 health Hunter running for a respawn. Should have put him around the 128 area. Actually, 157 is what they give him. He's accompanied by a boomer. Actually, no, a spitter, smoker, and a jockey. So a tri-cap with a spit. Spitter gets picked early. Nothing lands. And unfortunately, the jockey doesn't get anything, and nor can the smoker. So they're going to get a 2-2 with the next attack. Spitter tried to go in for some pre-spit damage. Unfortunately, that was the first SI to get shut down. Boomer's the first capper coming up. Next one should be Charger, then it should be the Spitter, and the last rolling capper is going to be a Hunter. So only 8% has been taken off the total score for the chapter, 50% away through the map. Charger actually goes in, only charges into the table. Hunter gets stuck on the same table. Boomer tries to boom at the same table, and the spitter actually missed that table. So nothing going out there when everything was focused at a table for some reason. So nothing going out there. Survivor's still sitting at 91% of their HP bonus as they have to drop down this hole. Like they're slowing down a little bit, electing to clear out the commons. And spawns are up. It's going to be a quad. So we're going to go for a quad cap here. And here they go. The Charger's actually going to get... The Charger might die before anything goes in. Hunter does get skeeted. Charger... Actually, no, didn't get skeeted, but the Hunter... Charger gets shut down. Pole goes out, gets cleared. Jockey's not able to get anything and is killed as well. And that is the attack shut down. Quad attempt goes in, takes about another 3% off the bonus. Sadboyz right now doing a very commanding job as survivors. Bonus sitting at 1,406. Pull goes on to Coach. Nice pull in the back. Unfortunately, nothing much more really goes except for a 2-boom. A pounce in the front lands as well. That's actually a pretty good damage. Bonus goes down to 1361. And this is actually, I don't know if they'll get another attack before this tank, as they are entering the stadium. Right now they have a smoker, charger, jockey, and a spitter. These are the SI in the rotation. They could elect to hit with it. They got to do it now if they want to. This tank may spawn any moment as they go a little bit further. And there it is. This will be the last tank of the game for Vandals. It will be the hand of Savage. So Savage will get 2 tanks. Rocks are going out. And now Smoker, Jockey are the only 2 cappers to help the tank. He is repositioning, and it is the quarterback tank, because he is fully geared up in his football helmet. As he gets his cop car. Oh! That was close. Survivors are in a situation that might hit Ellis. Oh, so close. A little too high. Cop car not exactly going the way that he wants. The survivors are using that field goal pole, protected by all means. It's like he's going to reposition to get another toy into play. He hasn't taken much chip from this. A pull goes out actually on the Nick. Tank was not able to capitalize on it. A little bit of a misplay by the infected. He's actually taking a lot of damage here, as they do a good job at repositioning around some of these concrete medians. He's already taken 2k chip. Hunter's chipped almost 90 HP. But right now, he has his other infected. He has a charger, jockey, and a hunter as his support. This hittable is going to be everything right now. This needs to incap the survivors. He's not able to get it over. It's not cooperating with him. He has chose to abandon it right now. Ellis is all alone. He is capped by himself. Tries to get a rock on another survivor. Ellis is clear. He does wait for the God Frame punch. It is a good job on landing it. He whiffs a punch there. It's unfortunate. He gets the incap there, but he has 250 HP left and only a jockey to help him right now. Oh, he does go for it. Not able to land the luggage basket onto Rochelle, though. Rochelle getting a little bit more chip. Oh! It gets a hit, but it's not an incap with those the baggage thing. It's not going to be grindable either, and that's going to be a dead tank. So Vandals do manage to get an incap and a hit with the luggage cart hittable type thing. But for the most part, survivors do take it. Only 1 in cap. They have 3 survivors, permanent HP. 1 at 77. 1 at 51. 1 at 57. 4 sets of pills. Now all they have to do is make the rest of this map. It's only 13% more than map left. SI attack's gonna go in. Hunter unfortunately gets shut down for the SI. Charger does land, but not where the spit was. Spitter does get shut down, and the smoker is actually still lurking. And he's trying to stay alive by all means. And I believe he's going to be able to. Tries to go for a pole delay, not able to get it. Still, he's sitting at 107 HP. He'll probably just go for a respawn, and indeed he will. So all survivors are currently fast. We should see another set of pills pop by aggressively very shortly. The boom's going to come up by the Hummer. Does manage to get a one boom over the top. A pull into it as well. It's a nice separation pull and a pounce in the back. It's going to be a lot of damage onto Ellis. He's not getting cleared yet while he's getting beaten to heck by Common. It's going to be another in cap onto Ellis. And that's going to make Ellis black and white. And that will be officially the damage bonus now broken into. They will pop another set of pills. But that bonus still sitting at 672. This is going to be the last infected to hit. It's going to be a 2-2 with a jockey and a charger. The Sadboyz are going to survive this campaign. Last attack coming in. Does get a nice boom on the 2 in the back. Trying to make as much as we can of it. Jockey's trying to do what he can to get the charger in. But Jockey just gets shut down. Charger hesitated, which means he's not going to land. And that is an attack, and that is going to be the finale made by the Sadboyz. A little bit of a spitter delay, but none more damage should come out. Maybe a common hit or two. I doubt it, though, but it will make this finale with a pretty hefty bonus. I believe of 652. And indeed, Sadboyz make the rescue veal and the finale, bringing their total chapter score to 1,352 and the total campaign score to 3,912. It is now Team Vandals' opportunity to make up more points and possibly make this distance closer going into the next game. But it's going to be quite a task. They have over 650 bonus to contest with. Making that won't be no easy feat. This finale is pretty good amount of distance to make as well, with a tank that has quite a few toys that he could play with. Not ones that are necessarily incapable in one shot, but for the most part, he has toys he could play with again and to play to put him in positions with the survivors at a disadvantage. Unfortunately, this for Vandals, they weren't able to put the survivors where they wanted. So it put them in quite a conundrum. And this is going to be the last round of this map. Vandal survivors' turn. Infected attack they have to deal with. Boomer, Spitter, Hunter, Jockey.
Big brother, this is Rescue 2. We are ready for transport. Over. Copy, Rescue.
And Nick is walking. Soon as this event gets along the way, looks like Infected are going to do a similar attack. Probably expect a wall kick and pounce. Hopefully get a boomer stumble in it. Or maybe they'll get an early boom possible just to delay them back underground to get a third capper. Jockey's going to pre-spawn by the ambulance. Hunter goes in for it. Actually, Hunter gets a 25 onto Coach. A nice DP. Jockey onto Coach as well. Coach is taking the blunt of the damage. Puts him down to 67 already. What a DP. What a pounce by Ryan. Spit is going to delay the 2 survivors in the back, as the 2 boom survivors in the front are also taking some boomer chip.
Look out! Why the hell you guys keep shooting?
Already 12% on the bonus after the first attack. The Vandals want to clean it up a little bit to try to see if they can retake a little bit of this point deficit, as they're down almost 1,000 points going into this finale map.
Reloading.
Hunter, Smoker, Jockey, and a Charger. It's going to be a quad attempt. Looks like the Hunter's going to choose to come from behind. Survivors are staying quite nicely spread out, as they know there is a quad incoming. They're just going to wait for the Horde to slow down. Pole's going to go out, get self-clear in the back. Hunter gets skeeted as well. Charger is not able to land, and neither can the Jockey, actually. That quad went in and absolutely nothing landed. Just a little bit of damage to the health bonus from some either common when the attack went in, or a scratch from one of the SI. For the most part, there was a good take by the survivors. They need to do that a lot more before the tank. Boomer does manage to get the 2. Spitter looks like he's going to go in for a sack, possibly. Nope, they're going to try to get some damage with the Hunter. Hunter does land in the spit on the Rochelle for a little bit. Pull goes in for a tick, but gets self-cleared, or, I mean, gets shot down right away. But for the most part, they did manage to take the bonus down to 77%. So they're not landing for a long time, but where they're landing and the spits are going in, they're getting a little bit more chip than the other team did on the first time around. And actually, Jockey looks like he wants to come from the back. Charger's going to come from above. Charger, I don't know how he missed Nick. On my screen, went right through him. Jockey gets a punch on a Nick and then takes Rochelle for a little bit of damage. 2 boom goes on to Rochelle and Coach, and that will be the attack shut down, but that will force Coach to actually pop pills in there because they found another set. Balls are not quite up yet. They should drop down. Hunter looks like he's going to come from the back. Indeed, attack's going to come in, not quite yet. We're going to have a Spitter, Hunter, Charger, and a Smoker. Probably going to want to get some damage here. No, the Charger's unable to land. Hunter gets skeeted while he was getting stumbled. My goodness, what a skeet. Back taken pretty well by the survivors. Bonus still sitting at 1209. It's all going to be down to this tank. They've done a good job to maintain the bonus here. If they can manage to take no in caps and no punches, they can do a great job. There's still a lot of common trickling. The SI attack's actually coming up. They're actually getting a little common lock. This can do a lot of damage. Charger coming in from behind. Hunter coming in as well. Charger lands. That's a really tri-cap on the Boomer. Oh my god, it's going to be a lot of damage. He hasn't cleared it yet. Oh, he does manage to get it cleared, but there's so much damage going across the board. It's an 8 cap onto Ellis. And Jockey's in the fire. It might be a death onto Coach. Coach is burning. They need to get to Coach right now. And whatever survivor does is going to take a lot of damage from it. The bonus is already sitting at 391. They should be able to get him up. Okay, they can get him up. Delay is going to try to come out. They're going to stop the pickup and let the delay go out. Jockey's trying to delay too. Not able to really get anything. Eventually gets shut down. Car hit coming out. Oh, what a car hit onto Rochelle! It doesn't kill her though. It's only 25 damage. Going to continue to get up on the Coach. It's not going to get the kill on the Coach. What a car hit though. Bonus has been decimated down to 352 though. The last set of pills are popped. Tanks jumping around. Down to 3,500 HP. It's almost down to health and supports. Right now it's going to be a Hunter, Smoker, and a Charger. Hunter lands under Rochelle's. Tank throws a rock, hits Rochelle. Tank gets a double punch, in caps Rochelle. Charger misses, unfortunately. So much damage. Gets a rock onto Nick. Another punch. Oh, he whiffs a punch. Nick is dancing. Oh, he gets a punch onto Nick there. Oh, it's going to be a death onto Rochelle, unfortunately, with so many common and nobody was clearing her. There's just chaos everywhere. Tank's about to die. Jockey's jumping around like a fool. Charger goes in. After he gets a long charge. Jockey's trying to clean it up. Does manage to get him to Coach. What is going on? And that's going to be the tank finally dead, though. They're going to manage to kill it, but not after they lose one of their survivors. And that bonus is now sitting at nothing.
Don't worry.
The Vandals right now, unfortunately, are down a massive amount of points, and it is not. Don't think they're going to make the safe room. They are in danger of going down almost 1,800 points after the first campaign. That's going to be an in-cap onto Coach in the back. There's a lot of common trickling in. Unfortunately, this free spit's going to in-cap Coach. Nick is going to leave Ellis all by himself. A pull goes out and a charge. And indeed, that is going to be the wipe onto the Vandals, bringing their total chapter score to 519. Their total campaign score to 2,095. GGs are going across the board. My goodness, that is quite a deficit to come from. I don't know if they're going to call that GG, and that's going to be the game as Sadboyz take the W for the whole tournament, or if they're actually going to the next game, which I think they might be. Because they agreed to restart the game? I'm confused.
I think that's it. People left the server.
Oh, okay. Oh, I see. Okay. Someone probably voted yes and left. Never mind. Alright, so that will be actually the Sadboyz taking the W over the Vandals in the grand finals of the Smurf Party tournament. What a match. What an exciting match we had. We had quad land. We had some great tank play. We had some crazy hittables come in. We had an almost hitman on the finale. That was a good job of the only boom survivor on the finale. Managed to get it clear before the charger got that end cap. Unfortunately, it still costed Rochelle her life, but for the most part, it was a very exciting game. Thanks for the tournament admins to run the tournament, and everybody who participated in it as well. Thank you, Vanille, as well, for being the camerawoman for this evening. You are always amazing. Thank you. And also, thank you for everybody for letting me cast for you, and thank you everybody for joining in. So thank you for joining us today. Everybody have a great night, and we'll see you most likely tomorrow with Quarantine Anniversary Cup Tournament, but stay tuned and we'll let you know. Thank you for joining us, and everybody have a great morning, afternoon, or good evening wherever you are. Bye-bye.